coming to you through Radio Biafra London and IPOB Community Radio, directed by our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi. My name is Mazi Alozie. Today, September 11, 2021. For us here is a notable day for 7-11, and apart from that, we have sit at home, Saboteur Day, September 14, and we have our women, Biafra women, in London, September 29, September 30, October 1. They will be there. You will be there. This is for the women calling for the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, arising from the redemption, wicked redemption carried out on our leader. It is the kind of thing we need to focus on, and when we see these things, we hammer on it, and we don't have to hide it. The women supposed to be here at the top of the hour, but I think that will take place next week. Today there will be an hour off, so we'll talk a little bit. We'll take that opportunity and talk. There are things you will hear today. It is for you to determine on your own line of action to take. When you have these politicians, they are criminals. They are responsible for the way the country is. We are shouting on Buhari every day, but these politicians are the arch criminals, and we are responsible for their behavior. We condone it. We act like we didn't see anything. And we actually beckon on them, yell on them, Almighty, Odogu, Honorable. What do you expect them to do in return? Screech your mouth on the ground. Look at what happened here 2 days ago. I say we, Ndimo. Now I'm taking part of his we. Ndimo. Then we in the Biafra, we taught him a lesson. You cannot kill us. You cannot rape our women. You cannot murder people in their farmlands. You cannot snatch their land and come back to visit the scene of your crime, and you will be honored. God forbid. The people of Imo, Nde Biafra, you did us proud. What this led to was the secret meeting by the Southeast governors with their visitor. What was the meeting all about? These are the ones selling you. These are the ones responsible for your condition. These are the ones that when they do something, we keep a blind eye like we don't see anything. We have given them the portfolio. We have given them the crown. Do to us as you wish. And they are selling us to the Fulanis, and we are watching. It is time to send them packing. And it has to be through disobedience. has to be through disobedience. Let them understand that we are fed up. If I'm saying that the Oduduwans, they are not playing. They are not playing. If you want to hear it, listen to this.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for 160,000.
Ifá ló yan ọba ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, àsìkò tí yín lẹ sọra yín di ifá tí wọ́n sọra yín di ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń gbé sọ́lẹ̀, ẹ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rírẹ̀ yín lẹ́ ń fọba jẹ. Ẹni tí ò tọ́ tí ìgbà ò sàn lórí àpèrè tí ò ti ẹ̀yẹ kó dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ rárá ẹ nítorí wípé bí ẹ ti ran níṣẹ́ dé tòrútòrú kan rí ẹ fẹ́ compensate ẹ wá líìsì wọn ẹ wá mélé ẹ fi síbí ẹ mélé yẹ fi síbí. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wá lọ lódìlódì. No Ọ̀ṣínbàjò 2023, we don't want you, we reject you, we don't like you. In fact,
keep watching. Whoa, oh yeah, we are together. My name is Kenny Black.
ẹ wò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́ẹ̀ ti kọjá rádaràda o. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó dìgbà tó máa dógún o, tó máa dọdẹ o. No Ọ̀ṣínbàjò 2023, we don't want you, we reject you, we don't like you. In fact,
keep watching. Whoa, oh yeah, we are together. My name.
This is the way people show their dissatisfaction. Be open with it. Come to Alibu, come to Biafra land. No. Birds of the same feather flock together. They do it in secret. They screech around, hide in corners, meet, and conspire. For people in that nature to ensure the obliteration of their people, why do we accept them? The Fulanis cannot do that. They cannot. Once a governor does something, they chase him out right from the government house. In our own, we are so obedient. As you lead us to the slaughterhouse, we obey. And then the one trying to save you, you attack. My happiness upon all this is that these people are beginning to listen to IPOB. They are beginning to understand what Nnamdi Kanu is all about. These same people are the ones that criminalize us. I mean, it started in a very simple way. By calling our children miscreants, we disregarded it. We never defended our children. We did not. They called our children hoodlums. We never defended them. We kept looking. We, the parents. They called them cultists. We never defended our children. We watched. It is these Fulanis that are tarnishing the image of our children. And they extended that to our young men, to our young women, to those that say we are tired of marginalization. We have no future. We have no job. We have nowhere to go. What did they do? They shut them anyhow. They did not do anything. They have their flag. Singing. Not disturbing anybody. They were moved down. Not just in Aba. Mpo. Headbridge. Name it. Always killing our children. Anybody in his right mind should question these governors, say, what did you do to save your children? Nothing. They did not say anything. This is with respect to the behavior they exhibited when the so-called Buhari was disgraced by Imo people. These so-called governors came from behind to go and hold a meeting. Meeting for what? What kind of meeting? Without the consent of the people, without the consent of your cabinet, you held a meeting. Biafrans, these governors are Fulani agents, and they are doing you in, whether you like it or not. Rejection of their behavior, rejection of their activities is the only option left. We must start with them. Reject their behavior. Show your dissatisfaction. They cannot turn around and recruit the same youths they are killing. They are using the Fulanis to kill, and then tell you start killing your brother, and you do the same thing. Who is the commander of the they call it Obibag Fulani man? That is why the killings of Judeo-Christians must be expatiated. It must be exposed. The world must know about it. That is why on the 14th, Saboteur Day, Sitatum, 15th, you know, Atonement Day. We can't say too much. You had that lady, that Yoruba lady. There were more to it. I don't hear Yoruba. I lived in Lagos for a long time, but I couldn't get it in my head. Who are these people? Who exactly are these politicians? Once we start dealing with them region by region, they are like that, like they are in a cult. They are like in a society where their principle is to destroy the civilians, to destroy the ordinary people for their own betterment. It is these same people that executed extraordinary rendition on our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi. Instead of protecting him, instead of gingering and engineering him, no, they renditioned him. They handed him over. For what? For us to be Islamized. And where will they live? Where are they going to stay? They themselves. Oh, they will run and go to Germany, Iceland, Switzerland, which is not their father's land. How hopeless and selfish most of these people are. For you to be a little bit wise. They said that Buhari's son had a wedding. For the commoners across the board in the zoo, for the commoners, that wedding, you saw so many private jets further than the eye can see. You saw them. Where did they get the money? Are you ready? Hello?
Hello?
Are you ready? Give me a second. Good morning.
Yeah, this Mazi Alozie.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just calling to contribute in your program.
Okay, not now. Not now. It'll be about 10 minutes.
Yes.
Now, these people continue to do what they're doing, and we watch them. We continue moving and watching. When you say revolution, when you say we don't want it, we are tired. The people tried it. You saw how they were quietened up. Oh, we are listening to you, our children. We are now beginning to learn. We've made mistakes. Just stop. Just stop. We will buy you ghee. We will buy you moi moi. We will buy you pig skin. We will buy you soya. Please, please. You listened. What happened? They turned around, started arresting you. They are liars, undependable. We continue to listen to these people. For how long? I brought you that Yoruba lady. 2023, Osibanjo, who cannot barely talk. Dismember this fool. What's wrong with our head? What's wrong with our brain? Every international ex and present politician is telling you, you do not have a country. You have a project. Nigeria is a project, not a country. And the Fulanis are telling you their brothers across the border are their neighbors. They are going, they are leaving. Since they have been the ones menacing your villages, your regions, softening the ground for them to come and occupy. And we have hopeless people saying they are elites and governors. Cannot read between the lines, cannot see the dangers befalling their own people. They our people, be you Duduwa, be you Benu, be you Biafra, reject the evil, or else the fire is going to consume us all. If Gumi can stand without missing words and said something that will shiver you, did any governor say anything? No. Did the Sibans just say anything? No. Did the presidency say anything? No. But the message was clearly delivered. It was delivered. When the message was delivered, we acted like we didn't hear it. We had it all right. We had it. Most of you will say, what was it? What did Gumi say? This is Gumi.
The herdsmen, they are going nowhere. They are part of us and we are part of them. We must live with them. You can't drive them away, and they can't drive us away. They are our neighbors, so we should never allow them to be our enemies. And if my enemy mistakes about our actions, we have turned them into enemies, then we're finished. Because our real enemy will use them against us. As your real enemy will use your neighbor against you, and nobody knows your secret more than your neighbor. You know when you come back and when you go out. So we should never allow herdsmen to be our enemies.
That's the message. You had it. Who are the neighbors? Those from the Sahel region. The neighbors Gumi was referring to are the Fulani herdsmen. And these are the ones in your villages. These are the ones you are talking about. These are the ones your politicians are protecting. Ask me why. Ask me why. As if that is not enough. We act like we are intelligent. Take a look at this issue.
The new naval base to be established in Kanu State, Nigeria. According to reports, the governor of the state, Abdullahi Ganduje, allocated 100 hectares of land for the naval base on Wednesday. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Sabu Gambo, paid a courtesy visit to the governor to thank him for the allocation and noted that the new base will contribute to showcase the effort of Nigerian Navy in keeping the nation as one. While some Nigerians reacting to the news have registered concerns as to why a naval base will be established in the hinterland of the nation. I believe we could take a tweet before I come to you, Tundu, or we don't have that tweet. I'd love your comment on this topic. I mean, only in Nigeria will this happen.
It's completely baffling. Nigerians must hear a plausible explanation for this. That is if one exists, because might as well at this point move the ports to Kanu if we're moving a naval base to Kanu, because what is a naval base? It's supposed to be a seaport where the naval ships are kept when they're not at sea. I don't know if they need to be maintained or what have you, and just, housed somewhere. In the UK, I'm very sure about the UK, the naval bases are in Portsmouth, Clyde, and Devonport. America, I think, has maybe 10, 15, quite a few, but they're all in coastal areas. I just don't remember exactly where. I know Maryland, Connecticut, I know a few, but in the UK, I'm 100% certain. It has to be by the sea because it's the Navy. And I really hate to sort of repeat or parrot speculation, but this is exactly what some people mean. The more paranoid amongst us have been shouting themselves hoarse about the Fulanization agenda, rather than the government taking going to great lengths to sort of douse that kind of talk. They fan those flames by this kind of incomprehensible move, quite frankly.
Go and dig up water in Kanu now to form naval base all of a sudden? Or it's going to be built close to River Rana, or what is it? You see places in the Niger Delta to site naval base, you can't site it there. I mean, it's not the way to, just like it never made sense to me why a refinery was built in Kaduna and we have
your governors are welcoming and having meeting with him. They have Lake Chad. They didn't put naval base there to shield invasion from Chad. Now, I'm south. How many acres of land did he devote? 500, and they couldn't do that for the herdsmen. They couldn't do it for the herdsmen. Rather, they wanted to donate your land, but they will donate land for naval base in a desert. I don't know. Oduduwa, now it's time for you to stand. Dismember that zoo. Middle belt. Dismember that zoo. Biafrans, stand up. Stand up now or never. They take your resources, they take whatever that comes through from the resources, they improve their place. As far as going in the whole world, it is only in the zoo that they're creating naval base in the desert. Are they actually creating naval base in the desert? Is that the objective? No. It's creating employment for their people. Who is the admiral? It's a Fulani man. Jesus Christ. And you have hopeless people bringing the same Fulani with their helicopter plane to come and bomb their village. This is ridiculous. I'll open the phone line. We don't have much time now. When the women are done, whatever few minutes are left, we'll use it. And let me take this, open the phone line. I'll get in touch with the lady that called before she gets overwhelmed with other calls. So I'll call her first. See what she has to say. It's what we are saying. It's what we are going through, and we will continue to go through that until we take a stand. And our stand must be firm, very firm.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. It's time for you to say what you want to say. It's Radio Biafra. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning. I just want to thank you guys for what you're doing. You guys are doing a great job. But because unfortunate the way they're playing our people is so appalling. I don't know. I had the people that spoke before that what we should do, not just by talking. Every day we are talking, but people are dying on daily basis. You know, and once as the child is a traitor. Somebody who can sabotage his tribe or her tribe is a traitor really. It's an enemy. We don't want an enemy. So I don't know when this is gonna stop. You know, each time I listen to you guys, I cry because I know people are dying and they are targeting our men, our young men. Is it until when they finish killing them that we're gonna fight for Biafra? I don't know. In fact, I cry for Nnamdi kidnapping every day because I believe if you see it, there's no way we keep quiet. People are really dying. If we have 10,000 men and they're killing 10 every day, do you know? You keep reducing. Is it until when they finish and they're targeting only men? Mostly. So what I'm trying to say is that keeping quiet about this sabotage is not going to be the solution. I think there has to be something we have to do. I need to teach them a lesson. Honestly speaking, I listen to what the ambassadors said they did for Cameroonians. And that is them that they are able to stand their ground. We have to do something. What I'm trying to say, I appreciate all of you. And again, please, I am begging you to please allow Simon Etta to continue what he is doing. You guys are doing a great job. And you're not doing the same thing. What Samoneta is doing is like what Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, was doing. Kind of. Everybody is doing great.
He is doing his own. We are doing, nobody stopping.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
we should encourage each other and stop this fight we are fighting. Please.
Yeah, you have to have. You have to. Sometimes people carry their own rumor and whatever. But as far as I know, the issue of Simon Ekpa is dead and gone. Is not an issue anymore. So he is doing his thing. We are doing our thing. We are fighting for Biafra. So what our leader said, whatever you can do to make Biafra come, do it. Do it your own way. But on that level, you see, these people, when you don't understand why something is happening, it will be a puzzle to you. Now that our people are beginning to understand what our leader has been saying, you see the response. I initially told you the way they branded us. Now they are calling us thieves. That is another painting they are applying, calling IPOB thieves. I don't know what we are stealing. We are stealing Biafra. We are stealing Biafra. Call out your name and where you calling from. Call out your name and where you calling from. Well, the line is not happening.
Mazi Alozie.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening. And I must give you some accolades. Your program always ignites some strengths and great encouragement, and that is what our media always used to be. So, Mazi, what I'm just saying is just like a question I asked yesterday. Sir, I saw a man from PDP campaigning live at Oka yesterday, and there was a lot of crowd. I can send you the video you saw, you watched by yourself. I shed tears. I really shed tears. I hope we said that there will be no election and people will not campaign. And these people have started campaigning and roadblocks everywhere. What is happening in Igbo land? I'm not talking about Biafra now. I continue to ask that very question. Many of us will come on air and we are watching until something happens. I will not say anything until I lose my head. So should we now wait? Should the Igbos wait until they lose their head? This man was campaigning freely, even on top of the vehicle. Freely, and come and see crowd. Today they are IPOB or they are Biafran agitators. Tomorrow they will be politicians. Are you sure that this election in Anambra State is not going to hold? This is a very big question. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The response to that is the behavior of our people. The hunted must understand that is being hunted. The politicians are our problems, and we are helping them, we are aiding them, because the same people that are being oppressed are the same people aiding and abetting their oppressors, campaigning for PDP, Gumi is telling you that the Fulanis from Chad are their neighbors, and they gave a man in Kanu gave so much acres for Naval base, but they are in your backyard looking for your little land, portion of land you don't have. Call out your name and where you calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Alozie, very good afternoon from Warsaw, Poland. Here, Shabbat Shalom. Our leader remains Mazi Nnamdi. The members of the Shibu Pezuanya and fanaticals, men of all radicals all over the world. We continue to appreciate all of you. We'll see us through. Yeah, Mazi, according to your analysis this morning, I just have to be very, very brief. Mazi, that Buhari son's wedding, you saw you were analyzing it, but the turning things I wanted you to say there. Mazi, that wedding, Atiku Abubakar represented and signed the register for that Buhari son. Why the dead impostor was behind watching? Now I continue to ask my people. Those of them that are claiming, like many of them are saying nonsense that Buhari came to Imo State, they thought he's the same man. If Buhari, that dead impostor, that killed 17, buried in Saudi Arabia, is alive, ask your question to yourself this way: why must or why should Atiku Abubakar represent him and sign the register? Why is there moping? And Mazi, the number of helicopters there was 800 pieces. This is our money coming from Biafra land. And outside that now, you can see what Gumi is telling us, to making it openly. And that is not a hate speech. Because when our people say, they will say it is a hate speech. That the herdsmen are going nowhere. This man is the man that is sponsoring them, standing in gap for all of them. Because they are in power. You tell them they are in power and they are in power. But our own politicians, like what is happening right now, as I speak with you, let people from Enugu South in Biafra land, go and testify if what I'm saying is lie. Mazi, do you know the local government chairman of Enugu South, Honorable Monde Ene, has authorized his security, both a Bubag and the forest guide, to go inside the market and collect 1,500 naira for the people that disobeyed the 9th September Thursday sit at home. And if they come to you, you refuse to pay immediately, instantly you pay 5,000 naira. I would want people from Enugu South to come and confirm this thing. But now, this man that is doing this thing, is he not in Biafra land? Is he not a Biafra? This is the same place that are killing our people. Went and brought them. They went there, they massacred our people, our volunteers. Now, the same local government chairman is in his own. One commissioner in Ifa, in the same, he was giving them what they were giving them that time. Was it shovel or what? Yam. What kind of insult is this? Look at Soludo, 2 days ago, he was inside the market in Omombra, inside the market buying the egg, angana. Beside the market. This is how they do. They have reduced our people to nothing. When the nation is coming, they start coming to market to buy angana inside the market. What does the thing tell you? We will say the one we see and we will do the one we can do. You know, what are you telling me now? All these people, are they not adults? Are they not adults? Are they kids? And they still living me. I'm not a motor. Who will die must die, you, because it's getting out of hand. People will do their own. You must do your own. You must come and grab your channel motor to Chinaka Wanda Hawk. Even when I do that, I don't be saying it every day. There is division of labor. Do your own. Do your own. Do the needful. And please, if you are from Enugu South and you're hearing me now, try and get the telephone number of that idiot there. That local government chairman. That get his number, you know how to send it to the platform and let it go viral. Why would this guy come out and start taxing our people that because they are that shit at home? you must pay 1,500. And if you refuse to pay immediately, you collect 5,000. Now all Papan work they even account is getting too much. Thank you.
Thank you. The Buhari son's wedding, I mentioned about the amount of private jets, is to alert the people that they are being swindled. And if for any reason there is trouble, they will all jet out and leave you to kill yourself. As they could pilot that jet to that venue, where even that venue cannot accommodate a jumbo jet, passenger jet, no runway, this and that. But when the time came, they were able to accommodate private planes and helicopters. And you are running around that you are campaigning for election. This is a message that has to be diluted to the common man. The election they are seeking for, is it for who? They are telling you that they want your land, and they have been acquiring all you have through politics, and you're still participating. That shows gross foolishness. Our people are hopeless and foolish. They are. And look at the murders happening everywhere. Look at it. Now they are targeting the Igwes and all whatnot. We are watching, always watching. This political issue is what must be dealt with once and for all. If anything about politics is obliterated, completely squashed, sense of belonging, sanity will return, because they are pumping money. The money that they cannot use to build the roads, the money they cannot use to create jobs, they are giving it away. With nothing to show for it. That is the way they behave. Like I said, we compromise. What is the election for? You are not going to vote. Even if you vote, you are helping the Fulanis. Because Gumi have told you they are not going anywhere. Now, before the election commences, they will flood the Fulanis back in. Those that came during 2019, they did not go back. They are living squarely in your village. They are those ones living in your villages. They came in across the border unchecked. You cannot go anywhere. They sealed the borders. You cannot even cross from Biafra to Cameroon. It's sealed. But they have open border with Chad and Niger, and allow them to bring their cows and cattle. And they say, give them land. Give them land. Let me see how you're going to give them land. I like to see. They want your land. They can afford it. They can even donate it. And they did. but they will come back to you and kill you to get your little land. If that does not speak volume, I don't know what else will. We sit and watch. Political activities is good when the condition is ripe. And there are times you won't even like to hear about any political movement from anybody. It is the people that will chase away the politicians. But like I said, it is the same people that are running behind the entourage, yelling, Odogu, Honorable, Ezekala, Igwe, throw me some money. Just for peanuts. You will lose your sense of reasoning. Do we have a way of disseminating information to these people to understand what is happening? Do we? As we talk, all these market chairmen and saying collect money and all this and that, how are you going to brand them? Are they working for you or against you? Is he working for his people or against his people? This is the brain of the Igbo man. Who gave him the authority to execute that order? Is he going to account for the money? What reason does he have to execute that order? For people to express their democratic will. You want them to give you money. This is extortion. It will not stand. It will not stand. Know what you do. Know how you do it. Know when to do it. For we in Biafra land, we are not doing completely what we are supposed to do. We are coming around. We are beginning to have the feelings. We are beginning to see what our leader has been saying. Time is running out. Time is running out. Look at an issue, because I like to make references from those that are telling you what they think, what they want you to do. They are always telling you what they want you to do. And you ask yourself a question. North can't live on their own. Sultan of Sokoto begs agitators to embrace one Nigeria. I read it and I said, what is he talking about? North can't live on their own. Sultan of Sokoto begs agitators to embrace one Nigeria. How do we survive if Nigeria breaks up? Sultan of Sokoto kicks against IPOB, Yoruba Nation, separatist agendas. Why shouldn't we? When you go to the desert to build Navy, Naval base, foolishness in the highest degree. You are creating jobs for your people. You begin to include the North as oil producing areas. And we're simply watching. Our lack of criticism, our lack of revolt, our lack of protest is responsible for the outcome of what you are seeing. He was speaking at leadership newspaper at 2020 conference. And I'm asking myself, why can't the North leave alone the Fulanis? If they have their brothers across the border, they don't have oil, but they have refinery. The oil pipeline runs from our coastal region up to the north into Chad, where they built refineries. Just like electricity you cannot enjoy. You have bordering African countries enjoying electricity while you remain in the dark. It's all against us. We can cry as much as we want to. We are responsible for what's happening to us. We are responsible because we failed to criticize. We failed to kick against it. You see, we have made ourselves inferior. We have made ourselves to be used. We have tendered ourselves to be insulted. And we tend not to change. The campaign now should be no election in Biafra land, across Biafra land. That's what the campaign should be. No contest, no contestant, no campaigning. If you're ready to leave, you don't go back, painting the house, furnishing it, whereas you say you are leaving. Unless you're doing it for the next person that will occupy the house. And that money could be used in beautifying wherever you are going. So if you continue to engage in politics, when you say the zoo is done, why are you doing that? Why? We are good at crying. We are very good at that. We cry. The men are good at these cries. How much longer can we be crying? What could you have done to avoid the disaster? Nothing. At least the little you can do is not participate. I hate to bring this news, but I'll say it tomorrow. Tomorrow is now waiting to happen. I will tie it to what happened today, the news. Let me make this announcement.
We thank you for Nnamdi Kanu. Victory for IPOB.
Special announcement. Indigenous people of Biafra, September 14th. Sit at home. A civil action. Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, led by Mazi Alozie through the Directorate of State, commend once again the Biafra people for your tenacity and for the sacrifices you've all made and continue to make in our struggle for freedom. It is imperative for us to bear in mind that the sacrifices which we make today will guarantee that our children and generations yet unborn shall have a better, respectable and fulfilling tomorrow in a sovereign and independent Biafra nation. We recall vividly the carnage of September 12th, 2018 by the Nigerian Army, which through its Operation Python Dance 2, without any provocation or without any reason whatsoever, invaded and occupied Biafra land, humiliating, maiming and massacring our people. It is still fresh in our minds when on the 14th of September, these murderers and terrorists in army uniform went further to discredit the traditional stool of the Afaruku kingdom in Omahia, shooting and killing everything in sight, resulting in the cold-blooded murder of more than 38 Biafran youths and arrest of an unspecified number of Biafrans, men and women. We call also that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide has since 2018 set aside September 14th of every year as a day of civil disobedience in the whole of Biafra land. In accordance with this well-established custom, September 14th, 2021 is declared a sit-at-home in Biafra land. We shall on this date unambiguously tell the Nigerian establishments and their saboteur agents in our midst that Biafra land belongs to the indigenous people of Biafra. On this date and day, all institutions of learning, primary, secondary and high institutions, offices, banks, markets and all places of business and places of worship shall be closed, and all public transportation and vehicular movement shall not operate except emergency vehicles such as ambulance and fire service vehicles. Great Biafrans, we must remain vigilant as not to allow the enemy to dictate our agenda, and we must be at alert as not to permit any form of distraction from our immediate short-term objective, which is to explore all avenues and deploy every arsenal at our disposal to guarantee the safety of our leader Mazi Alozie and to secure his unconditional release from illegal incarceration by the Nigerian government. On September 14th, we observe a total lockdown of Biafra land to acknowledge the sacrifices and keep the memory of all Biafrans who were betrayed by saboteurs alive. The Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, reaffirm an unwavering commitment to our struggle for the emancipation of the Biafran people from the oppressive, dehumanizing and degrading conditions imposed upon us by reason of our forceful inclusion in the evil construct called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Signed, Mazi Alozie, Head of Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. This information is reaching you from the table of the all-state media worldwide, under the leadership of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike. Day one.
Yes, that's September the 14th. And then we'll have the Atonement Day. And I get to that. I will get to that. Let's look at the the message. The women will be on the air in a few minutes from now. So we are getting ready for them. Let's give this message chance.
Attention to an all-important announcement from IPOB Religious Affairs Committee. There will be 3 days fasting and prayers for attention to an all-important from IPOB Religious Affairs Committee. There will be 3 days fasting and prayers for IPOB/worldwide from the 12th to Tuesday, the 14th of September 2021. Atonement follows from evening of 15th to evening of 16th September 2021. 10. Meet the ground more than 3 times for total victory against all our enemies. The book of Ezekiel 21:14 and 2 Kings 13:18-19. Duration of fast 6 a.m. to 12 noon daily. At 12 noon p.m. Meet the ground more than 3 times with your hand or with any object at your disposal and shout, "Arrows of the Lord, deliverance from saboteurs, Fulanis, Britain and allies." All glory be to Chukwoki Kabiama for giving us victory over all our enemies forever and ever. He said, This message was prepared by Evangelist Uzako Nwokike, Pastor Frederick Mohia, Pastor Chris White, Archbishop David Benedict, Evangelist Daniel Chukwu, and signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Affairs Committee. Biafrans, let us atone for our sins, and Elohim will do the rest.
Yes, the women will be on any second from now. And here they are. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie. Are you ready for us, Mazi Alozie?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. We know you have only been on for 30 minutes. We are happy to join you. Let me join my sisters. I know, I'm on this. I've been telling you, I know. I am very happy that you are just very flexible, and that is one of the remarkable traits of a leader. Thank you very much, my brother.
No problem. You're taking from here. I'm exiting. Bye-bye.
Right. My sisters, we are on the air. Good morning, Mazi Alozie. Good morning, my sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, great Biafrans. Friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom fighters, listeners of Radio Biafra and IPOB worldwide. My name is Dr. Kanu Eberechiukwu. I am Ada Biafra from the heart of Biafra land, Olu Province. We welcome you to Saturday IPOB USA Women's Program. Today is September 11, 2021. Our host, Mazi Alozie, broadcasts on Radio Biafra USA through Radio Biafra London and on IPOB Community Radio app. Our leader is His Excellency, Nnamdi Kanu. He is the director of both Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. We thank you, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, for giving us the courage to speak up. They will never be able to silence us again. We thank our host, Mazi Alozie, for his steadfastness. Oh my goodness, is this man steadfast in what he's doing? Biafrans, I know you are nodding your heads wherever you are. He is steadfast. Thank you, Mazi Alozie. We also encourage all other radio hosts and presenters in their jobs, and we especially welcome back today Mazi Alozie. He was heaven sent to hear your voice this morning. We tried to call. I know the lines were messed up, but we want to welcome back Mazi Alozie, Dr. Alozie, as their friends family call you. Welcome back, my brother. COVID is not going to get all of us. We are going to be here to continue the propagation of the restoration of Biafra. That is our duty, and thank you for rejoining. We also work and to thank other people who are considering and seriously working to free our leader and to restore Biafra. We thank all of you. Your services are appreciated. I will let my sisters introduce themselves, and after that, we will show and we'll get started. Sister Kanu, go ahead and introduce yourself. We are happy this morning.
Yes, my sister, thank you so much for this opportunity. My fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafrans, and all our well-wishers around the globe. We welcome you to our program this morning. As always, one day at a time, to restore our motherland. As my sister said, we will never stop. Oyendo has opened our mind and our heart to speak the truth, and the truth alone we shall speak. My name is Akunle. I am from Owerri. I always welcome you in this program. Please sit back and be with us for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my sister, Sister Cecilia. Good morning, wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the universe you are in. We are coming to you live this morning from the USA, just to encourage you, to be with you, and to just pour our hearts to you. I just invite all of you, come closer and listen and hear what we have to say. My name is Cecilia, and I'm from Umuahia. Thank you. Thank you very much. And let's start with a prayer this morning. Sister Cecilia, would you please pray for us? Yes. Precious Savior, we come to you this morning because we know you love us very much. You love to hear us when we come to you, Father. That is why we come again to pour our hearts to God. Father, we thank you that we're in the land of the living, and we thank you for the liberty we have. Father, we bless you. And we pray, oh God, that you will open the hearts of our people this morning. Whatever words will come out of our mouth, that it will be word of life, word of encouragement, word that will move us forward. Most High God, take preeminence. Let this time on radio be a time of encouragement, a time of blessing, a time of good wishes to our people. Father, go before us. Use us even to encourage our people. Strengthen them through what we're going to say. And let everything that we say be such that we give you glory today. We thank you for our leader. We bless you. And we ask, oh God, for his immediate release from that danger. Take preeminence, oh God. In Jesus' name we pray. We say, darling, thank you very much. We are moving on, and our theme for this presentation this morning is unity and teamwork. Biafrans, we are coming together. It is coming together. Every issue will be resolved in due time. Be patient with the process. You are doing just what you're supposed to do. You're doing a great job. Keep your head down and keep plowing. We are not there yet. We must keep working until we get there. Unity, teamwork. If you can join with a few people to work together, if you can join with the whole IPOB to work together, if you can work in your family unit, if you can work in your state unit, if you can work in your regional unit, if you can work in special groups, do it. Teamwork, unity, that's what we want. And our topic to begin with this morning, but let me tell you that there are a few things that we need to thank God for, especially thank God for. Like I said, things are coming together. Biafrans in Biafra land are making us proud. Though our Nnamdi is still in the DSS dungeon, we have a report today that our lead attorney has seen him yesterday. So that is a special good news to our hearts. We were seen yesterday. The Africans is on the radio again. Let's make sure to thank God for these little things that He's doing for us. The big one is coming, the restoration, the total restoration of Biafra. The big one is coming, the total release, unconditional release of our Mazi Alozie. The big ones are coming. So let's take 1 second to let God know that we see what He's doing. Chukwuka is acting in our lives. So let's make sure to show our gratitude. So I will sing a short, simple song, and my sisters know the song. So my sisters, my brothers in Radio Land out there, all over the world, God is seeing about us. Let's continue to work together and make sure that our unity is intact. The right kind of unity, brotherhood and sisterhood that we have in IPOB and in Biafra. So, after that, I must introduce our first topic. And our first topic is the same thing that we just sang. We are thankful. How can we thank our people this morning for their actions of protest against the Islamization of our people and in solidarity for the release of Mazi Alozie? How can we begin to thank our people? Sister Kanu, how can we thank our people?
Thank you, my sister. I'm so happy because of this question. Very, very happy. How can we thank our people? It's not all the time that we're going to tell our people, wake up, this and this. We know they are doing it and they are getting up. My Biafran people, especially those from Imo State, you know what? I am so proud of all of you. And I believe that all of those abroad are so proud of all of you. The empty road you showed on the night of this month, how you implemented the sit at home that was established and ordered by DOS, IPOB leadership. You are so grateful. You are doing the work and you do this for yourself. Remember that whatever you do now to restore your motherland, you are doing it for yourself, not for those abroad. And those abroad are sacrificing a lot to make this to be happen. And now you guys are coming out and we say, I applaud all of you to continue doing the same thing. Forever, our nation is restored. Forever, our leader, Mazi Alozie, is out from the DSS. That is a place where they know nothing more than to kill innocent people. Very shameful. What happened at Inowere on the night of this month should be a historic. No? Should be written down. And people know, the world knows right now that we, the Biafran people, are not playing. We are serious to restore our land. And that we don't want that imposter in our land. We don't want him. And people should have showed that we don't want the imposter. You see, our people did not come out. The road was dry. What I see, empty road. What happened? They rented their own people. They bring all the Hausa Fulani in the wedding every year to come and welcome that imposter. Is that not very shameful? To welcome the people of the land did not show up. Now, tell me, all of those people who went to the airport, the evil governors and other evildoers who went there to welcome that imposter to our land. You know what I said to you? Shame to you. Shame to your family. Shame to your generations upon generations to come. You have disgraced yourself and disgraced the Biafran people. You know, it's you have disgraced. So we are not going to take the blame, and that people do what they're supposed to do and make sure this president is not welcomed in our land. Not even a president, an imposter. An imposter. The president died for many years. And many of those prominent men in Nigeria are pretending that this is their president. Very shameful indeed. You know, Kopus Odema, administrator of Imo State, you know, he is the one behind all this nonsense, the reason of the poster visiting our land. You know, therefore, this Ebulev, Zodema, son of Igbo land, wants to prove to all of us that he gets Imo State is under his belt for say that he has power over our people. Why did he do this? Only to guide his dirty work. The work doing for his poster against his own people. That is why Zodema is doing this. Sadly enough, the imposter, yeah, we know that he's a fake Buhari. Why do people pretend? Fake Buhari and his caliphate have no shame to visit our land. You see how he looked? I'm not gonna go there. I'm very angry. I am very angry when I heard of these people and the treatment that they are going to give to our people. And I'm very happy to see and continue to see such what happened in the Imo State on the night. Not even Imo State, all other states, they are sit at home that day. It's good so that we know why we suffer here. We suffer for all of you to agree with what we are doing. To support yourself and support us. You know, this is what is good, and we continue thanking you for this reason. You see, our struggle to restore motherland. Let me say, starting from Igbo land, we have to live together. You know, I mean that we cannot live together in harmony and in peace with these evildoers. Some people like these evil governors, some people like all those not all of them. Those who allowed those people who know that they can do something and they close their mouths because of the money they are getting, and their people are being killed. They don't care, they don't say anything. We must, it's very important that we identify these people. I know we know many of them. We identify them. These levels, let me tell you, they are worse than our oppressors, our enemies, the Fulani Caliphate. These are people. What is happening today is happening for us because of these evil governors in our land. I know the Fulanis only cannot do what they are doing. They put our people in front, buy them, threat them, because they know that they are corrupt. They want money. They put them there and they are working against their own people. And our people now getting up telling them that we have understand what you're doing. It has taken a long time, but now all of us are waking up. For instance, I have a friend 2 days ago. I haven't been talking to her because of the Biafra issue. She did not agree with what we are saying and doesn't agree with some of what our leader is saying. I get angry all the time when this person called me. And for some months now, we haven't been heard. She called me twice, I pick up the phone. Now, she have understand what our leader was saying and what I was saying. Now, he said, he asked me for pardon that it takes me time to understand. But now I do understand. And what our leader was saying is true. And what I said, okay, I pardon you, I welcome you. Now you understand it's not too late. We can work together. Now it's something the most of our people back home who refuse to understand for a long time. But now they have understand what our leader was saying. And what Radio Biafra is preaching. Now they are showing the world that we are serious to restore our land. Please, my people, continue, never look backwards. On Monday and Tuesday, I know you choose to stay at home on Monday. You choose to do so. But on the 14th, being Tuesday of this month, you sit at home. Treat them again. This is all they have to, this is what they understand. Treat them with the language they understand, If they think that you are slaves in your hand, but show them we are not slaves, and the land belongs to the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. Continue this, my people. I'm so proud, and will remain proud forever with you guys. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sister Cecilia, what can you add to this? Daniel is available. Sister has just said it all, but I have to add my voice. When I saw the video of the empty streets in Biafra land, especially in Imo State, I was like, kudos, my people. Kudos to Biafrans. And I'm just clapping for all of you. I'm clapping for you, and I say kudos. You did a wonderful job by staying home. I know how we greet our leaders. When leaders come to visit, I know how mothers, they say uniforms, they line up by the side of the road, they clap for the person, they show their appreciation, they show their happiness. There was nothing like that this time. People of Biafra. This is a man who has been killing us, heading the Fulani herdsmen, doing everything to subjugate us. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve us wasting our time coming to stand by the roadside to welcome him. No, he doesn't deserve it at all. So I want to say, my people, you did wonderful. Young women, I clap for you. The mamas, I clap for you. The papas, I say kudos. The young men, I say wonderful. I saw how they went to, I don't know where they went and got those Fulani young boys to come and stand and act like, they can never act like Biafrans because we're a special breed of people. They can never talk like us. They can never welcome strangers like we do. We are a very, very people with a large heart. We know how to welcome our visitors. They can never mimic us. They can never imitate us. They were not like us. And anybody who saw them knew these were not Biafrans. Because Biafrans, we are a special breed of people. We know how to greet our leaders. We know how to welcome our leaders. But this time, we have shown them that this Buhari is not our leader. So my people in Biafra, I want to say thank you. Thank you for staying home. Thank you for not coming out in the street. Thank you for obeying the DOS. Thank you. People who didn't know what was going on, by your staying home, you told them the story of what we are going through. You tell them the story of what was going on. You told them the story of how you have to stay home so as to protect. Yes, what you did was your civil responsibility. It was your civil responsibility to show this man, to show that God will hope that this person and yourself and all of your cohorts, you are not our leaders. We don't respect you. We don't, because you've been killing our young men. You've been selling them, selling their parts, doing all sorts of evil, killing our mothers, inviting these Fulani people to come and kill our mothers so they can no longer go to their farm. And now you expect these same mothers that you have been harassing to come out and line up. You know that wouldn't have happened. You know it very well. You know it. You're an Igbo man. You know it was not going to happen. So, my fellow Biafrans, I am really glad. I am glad that you stayed home. I am glad that you didn't come out. I am glad that you made a statement. By staying home, your voice was heard louder than it would have been heard if you came and shouted by the roadside. By staying home, the visitor even knew that these people are very serious people. The people, the world, the whole world, the world media, they saw it and they knew that Biafrans are very serious people. Whatever they say, they mean it. Whatever they want to do, they do it. Whatever they want to decide on, they decide on it. Yes, that's what it should be. And you know what else? By staying home, you are saying no to Islamization. You are also saying no to Fulani herdsmen. You are saying no to all the kidnappings. You are saying no to all the killings. You are saying no to Sharia law. You are saying no to so many things. Even though you didn't open your mouth, just the fact that you stayed home, you are saying no to all these things. Because for how long can we continue taking this? We ought to act. We must act. We must talk. We must react. Because it's been too long. They've been taking us for granted for too long. So now, we show them that we mean business. We show them that we can stay home. And when we stay home, our actions speak louder than even the words we would have said. You said it all. You demonstrated it. You showed it. The people heard. Those who did not hear, they saw. Those who did not see, they now know that Biafrans cannot be taken for granted. We are a strong people. We are a people who know what we want. And all we want is, one, that our leader be brought out of that DSS dungeon. And another one is that we want a referendum so that we can decide peacefully to leave this contraction called Nigeria and to go to our own land, Biafra. As your actions spoke, I am so proud of you, Biafrans, wherever you are. Let your actions keep speaking. Let your actions keep speaking. Like my sister has said, another sit down has been declared for the 14th of this month. And I know you all will do wonderful. I know you will sit down at home. I know you will obey the GOS. I know you will show solidarity. I know we will work together as a team. We will speak again and louder than we spoke last on the 9th. Our actions will speak. Those who have not heard this time, they will hear next time. They will see and they will understand that we are not a people to be trampled upon. We are not a people to be joked about. We are a serious group of people. Like our team says it today, let us continue in unity. Let us continue in unity. And I know that you will show your solidarity again. You will walk in unity again. Because with unity, we are able to break the barriers of the enemy. We are able to discard and to reject Islamization. We are able to refuse slavery. We are able to say no. This cannot happen to our generation. So my people, my heart is just filled with sugar. Sugar, that's what is in my heart. I am so proud of you. And I thank you. I thank you all for standing up and for standing tall. Do not mind just saboteurs in our midst. We have a target. Let us remain focused on our target. Our target is to get Biafra and to get back to our home. So thank you very much for obeying and for making a statement through the sit down that happened on the night. And I know that whenever you are called, you will do it again to let the world know that we know who we are. We know what we want. And we are the only ones who can give it to ourselves. We are the only ones who can make this statement. We are the only ones who can expect change in our midst. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear friends, we know Mazi Alozie. If you have been a disciple of Mazi Alozie, you know this for sure. He is happy with you. He is very happy with you today. As what happened on the night took place. He is very happy with you. And mothers in our land, my sisters, my mothers, my grandmothers, my younger sisters, they win. That you didn't come out in uniform was a marvelous thing. Because we show up, they know how colorful we are. They know how joyful we can make noise. But you didn't show up, and we didn't see you, and we were very happy with you. We are very, very happy with you. Thank you very much. BBC Igbo and BBC Pidgin went into the street asking our young men questions on that day. And these young men who spoke so eloquently, I was dancing. Every one of them that they asked questions was able to tell them why they were staying at home. They're staying at home, they say, one of them said. Because we're not part of this country. Why are they coming here to bother us? We're not even part of this country. Look at us, look at our roads, look at the infrastructure in Owerri. Why is he coming here to bother us? We don't belong to the country, so count us out. Your voice is the voice of man, but like my sister said, the voice of man is the voice of God. God has heard you, and the universe has heard you clearly. What you have said is, no Nigeria in Biafra. We are Biafrans, and like the song says, we shall vanquish. Thank you very much, my sisters. Moving on to the next. What is this unity that we are speaking about today? That we are talking about? How can it be dictated? How can we know and see that there is unity? And is there a kind of unity that we shall avoid for our survival today? But before you start, my sister, let me tell you what the dictionary talks about unity. What is it? It is a state of being united, joined as a whole, oneness, combining all parts into one. That is what unity is. We Biafrans, we must now act as one large, huge disciple group of Mazi Alozie. We know what our leader has in mind. We know what he has taught to us. He has made statements like, and claims and stands on it, that Buhari has been dead long time ago and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. We stand on that. If Nigeria wants to prove us wrong, they can come and prove us wrong. We know that for sure. There's another thing that our leaders say. Our leaders say that this generation of Biafra has come to totally destroy the land of the rising sun. We know that, we have it in our head, we have it in our minds, we work with that. Biafrans, do we have the unity? Are we in one? Are we combined? Have we combined all parts to work as one to make sure that the total freedom and the restoration of Biafra is complete? My sisters, what is this unity that we're speaking about, sister? It's really wrong. My beloved Biafrans, like my sister has defined unity, state of being united. When you are united, you have one goal. You have one objective. You move towards one direction. You have a leader who is a real leader, and you follow that leader. We Biafrans are one. We Biafrans have one leader. We have one goal. We have one direction. And we have one objective. You see people all around when you go on the social media talking about one Nigeria. And sometimes I sit and I wonder, what is one about Nigeria? What is actually one about one Nigeria? We are so different. Nigeria is so diversified, so different. They are different in their culture. They are different in their leadership. They are different in the infrastructures and the way they treat every other part of the country. They are different so different, so divergent. There is nothing united. There is nothing one about this Nigeria. There is nothing. The Northerners are there trying to milk the Southerners. They are trying to pull them back in every way possible. They are trying to oppress them, hold them down so that they don't progress. They are trying to do everything to make sure that the Southerners are subjugated. And in so doing, we the Southerners are not happy because we cannot move about the way we want. Our children cannot go to school and progress. In the North, they have their Alamajiri system. In the South, we want our children to be educated. Now they are trying to subjugate our children. They are doing everything to press them down so that they don't progress. Look at the whole world moving forward. And yet, you say you are one Nigeria. My beloved Biafrans, anyone you hear that make that statement or open their mouth to use that word one Nigeria, know that that person is a saboteur. Know that that person does not know where he or she belongs. Know that that person is just living on bribes from this Nigeria. Know that that person has been corrupted. The mind, the soul, and the body has been sold. No, you cannot trust such a person. There is nothing one about Nigeria. There is no unity. The Northerners have all the amenities in Nigeria. The Southerners do not have anything. You go to the North, their children are living a lavish lifestyle. They go to Dubai. They do all sorts of things. Yes, for us in the South, just holding a cell phone in your hand, the DSS will detain you. Putting on some good clothes, no, they will detain you. Look at the so-called president. The son had a wedding the other day. And I was asking myself, what is one about this Nigeria? The son had a wedding. More than 100 helicopters came for that wedding. And yet, look at the South. We don't have anything. Then look at it globally as Nigeria. They were coming with helicopters. But do you know that Nigeria does not have one commercial plane that flies out of Nigeria? They don't have even one plane that flies out of. We are busy using all the planes from every other country, paying them, spending money, because we from the south are the ones who do a lot of traveling. What is one about Nigeria? Nigeria is a failed state. That is why there is so much insecurity everywhere. There is nothing one about Nigeria. But my people in Biafra, I want us to remember that we are one people in Biafra. We have one leader, that is Mazi Kanu. We have one focus, that is the restoration of Biafra. And we are all moving towards one direction to achieve that goal. Biafra is one. Biafra is united. Biafra is great. And we must work towards that unity. There are people all around us wanting to break this unity. They are so jealous of us. They are so jealous of what we are doing. They are so jealous of the unity in Biafra land. We must not let them. We must not let them. And this reminds me, my people in Biafra. We know they are talking about elections. And we have said it, no election is going to happen in Biafra land. What are we going to, and who are we going to elect? What are we going to the election for? The one you did a few years ago, look at the resultant effect. You don't have any good roads. Or when it rains, every place is covered with water. People are swimming in pool of water. Say they are moving in the road. We don't have anything. Our children don't have jobs. We don't have businesses. Our refineries have been closed. Everything has been shut down. We don't have any seaports. We don't have anything that we could use to produce and we could use to keep ourselves busy. But when we get to Biafra, all these things will be revived. They are talking about they are building a second Niger bridge. That's the only thing they've been talking about. Second Niger bridge, second Niger bridge. And I don't even see what they have done on the second Niger bridge. That's the only thing they are talking about, second Niger bridge. But when we get into Biafra, we will build our own railroads. We will build our own bridges. We will build our own skyscrapers. Our cities will be developed. Our roads will be built. Our infrastructure will be made firm. Our children will have jobs. When they come out of university, they will no longer stay jobless. They will have jobs. Our doctors will be paid. Our nurses will be paid. So I am calling on all Biafrans, wherever you are, our Biafra is our own promised land. That is where we are going to. And we all have to put our effort together. This is the time. This is the time. Let us put our effort together so that we can move into our own country and develop it. Most of you who live overseas, you see how beautiful it is. It was built on the sacrifices of people. We also have to make this sacrifice to make sure that our land is even better than anything you have seen overseas. My fellow Biafrans, you are wonderful, you are formidable, but we have to remain united. Do not let anybody buy you over. Do not let any force come to break you. Do not let anybody come to tempt you with, I know there is hardship in the land. I know there is hunger. Do not let anybody come to buy you with 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira. Do not let them. When they come, drive them away with their nonsense money. Drive them away. We are greater than that. And when we get into Biafra, we will be able to build our land. Our land will be better. All the things we've missed for these few years, we will get it back in a few years. You will get it back. Your pride will come back. Look at it today. You go, you say you're in Nigeria. People are looking at you like, what is that? Even Common Dubai is driving away Nigerians. But when we go to our own nation, we will be valued. The world will know that there is a nation that has come, a nation that will be the light of Africa, a nation that will be a beacon of light to the wayfaring people, a beacon of light to the world. Biafra will be a beacon of light to the world. But remember, we are now in the teaching period. We are now in the delivery period. We are now in the we are in the difficult position right now. So we must be united, because when we are united, we can have a united force. When we are united, we can achieve our goals. When we are united, we can do great things. We can discover people who have talent will bring out their talent. When we are united, the wise people in our midst will come out and they will talk and people will hear. When we are united, we will all be able to achieve. The market woman will be able to achieve. The young men will be able to achieve their dreams in life. The young women also, we will be able. So my people, I am asking you today, we must be united. Do not let anybody pull you away from our direction. Do not let anybody buy you away from the direction you're going. Do not let anybody steal that which you have. Biafra is our promised land, and Biafra we must get. And when we get our Biafra, the years you have lost, the years that have been eaten by the canker worm, will be replaced in a few years. You will no longer remember those years of penury, those years of crying, those years of death in Nigeria, because things will be better and you move forward and you remain blessed. Thank you very much. Dr. Stevens? Hello? Here, I'm here, but, okay. So much for the unity that is this possible. Sister Kanu? Yes, sister. Are you hearing me? Yes. Yeah. You know what is the unity that one Nigerians are talking about? The one Nigerians, they are talking trash. The one Nigerians who are talking about unity, let me tell you, they don't know the meaning of unity, or they pretend not to know because of their ignorance against other ethnic groups. Okay, that's why. It's a unity. Let me tell them what is unity in a short way. Unity is a collaborative effort. A nation like Nigeria, being in unity, should contribute different skills. Since Nigeria has many ethnic groups, Nigeria should have been so rich if they allow other people to contribute, if they can collaborate with different efforts and contribute different skills and resources to accomplish common good. Does this seem like Nigeria? Nigeria doesn't. They don't want you, they want to dominate. They want the Fulanis holding the office. How can a nation or a country grow like that? It cannot. Rather, it's falling up. For a nation or a country to do well, unity or teamwork of that country, the ethnic group all together, is imperative or very important. In this case, my people, unity is a tool that allows nations
a country, a community, or any village to run smoothly and successful. Does this seem to be Nigeria? The answer is no. No. Nigeria doesn't know what is unity. They want their Fulani people to kill other people. That's what they do. They don't care. So my Biafran people, my people all over the world, allow me to say this. It is the work of the president, of a governor, wherever you are, or wherever you are governing or leading, to bring unity. Encourage and collaboration. As you bring unity, you bring encouragement, and you bring collaboration. That's how things work together. Doing this, you will create a great nation. Now I'm talking about Nigeria. I'm not referring to Biafrans only or IPOB. When we talk about unity, let us look at it in this way. For instance, a nation, a country as Nigeria is called, is trying, if you are trying to build a good nation, you have to bring unity. Unity is imperative. Let me give a little example again. Like a coach of a football team. If the person want to build a strong team, unity is imperative. And unity should be number one item in that checklist. So, unity, anybody talking about Nigeria as a united country or whatever, they are talking trash. That's what I said. No matter what you think or what you do, unity in all aspects is strength. It's the strength of the people. When there is teamwork, or for instance, when this ethnic group in Nigeria contribute and collaborate, wonderful things will be achieved. Where are we today in that zoological republic? Only that the Fulanis are the people who want to rule. And that's why Nigeria is going into the pit. You know, if you are an Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Edo. If you are Efik or Ujo, and still shouting of one Nigeria, you are a fool in the highest court. Because I have seen it and I know what I'm saying. You are a fool. And if I see you, you're close to me, you know what I will do? I will put prison on you and put Matthews on top of it. You know what will happen? The person in that forum understands that there is nothing like one Nigeria. And all those people following him understand the same thing. And the neighbors who have Biafra land, they know very well, and they are covering up because of the money they are getting there. All of them knows. Only the minority, you know, even a small baby, you know, a small boy, a small girl, know that Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not one. And Nigeria is divided. So therefore, it's not working for everybody. You see, what Nigeria has done to other ethnic groups in Nigeria, what they have done to Hausa, Fulani, no, what they did to Hausa, what they are doing to us today, they prefer killing us, they prefer taking our resources, all our wealth, they have it in their hands. See, is this the way a united country has to be, or a united nation, or a united community? It shouldn't be like this. People will be free, unite, do something that is good for the community, for the nation in which you belong. and Nigeria being different parts of different ethnicity, should one nation, one of the groups should not dominate. One of them should not dominate. That's where Nigeria is today. And no, who is believing that Nigeria is united? Those shouting of one Nigeria. Why is it that Buhari appointed mostly Fulani people in the security to be security officers? Can you ask yourself that question? Why do Buhari regime doing what they are doing? How do Buhari build water ports only for the northerners? Have you asked yourself that question? And the other part, he refused to do something. Why didn't Buhari, the imposter in Asorog, approve and build a railway from Nigeria to Maradi, wherever it is? Why did they do that? What of the southern region, southern region? What have they done? Because they know what they are doing, that Nigeria will never be the same. You build it across Niger Republic and forget your own mainland Nigeria. Approved to build the refinery to Katsina where there is no crude oil. Have we asked ourselves all these questions? What is wrong with us, please? Have we, and many of the people shouting of one Nigeria, they are the Ebulebus we are talking about. They are some of the people we can call our prominent men and women who should understand and give direction to others. But they pretend, maybe they are afraid not to be killed. I don't know what is wrong with them. It's also important.
Let me interrupt you for a second.
Right.
Where are they? Where are these prominent men and women in this struggle? Where are they? Because the common man, the mamas and the papas in the village, the young boys in the streets, they're getting it. Where are the prominent men and women?
Yeah, what I can tell you, these prominent men and women, listen, they are there hiding, and they can talk and defend Nigeria whenever they are, whenever they can. The men we have, these prominent, let me say prominent men and women, they are there. Believe in me, my sister, most of them are not supporting what we are doing. Most of them think that the Fulanis are only pursuing the minority, pursuing the IPOB or those fighting for their freedom. And they forget that Fulani Islamic State have said this several times for a wise person to understand that Nigeria belongs to them. So no matter how much you pretend, as soon as you are a prominent man and women, you are coming from other parts of that Nigeria, if you are not a Fulani, know that you are affected, because if you are not involved in what we are doing, it is better for you to get up before it is too late. And when they are beginning the oppression that is coming, they will get you first. Prominent men and women, because you have money, because you have you have richness, you want it to be only for you and your brothers, only with your family. You don't care about other people. I know what we are doing. One man in Biafra land, for instance, can sponsor this. Some of you have money, but why keep quiet? Others are suffering. But why keep quiet till they kill all of us? But why can't you support what we are doing? You have the money. Bring the money, we need it. You do this to fight once and for all. But the prominent men and women will not do it. Rather, indirectly or inside their pillow, whatever, they're gonna be shouting one Nigeria. No matter where they shout their one Nigeria, we will hear it. Even under their pillow, anything that is said will come out where people will hear it. So this is a problem. Yes, this is a problem we are having in that Nigeria right now. You know, see, Fulani youth, you said they dominated, as I was saying. You know, I was asking before, why can't we ask why Fulanis are put in the security offices in Abuja and in other countries? Fulani youth dominated the Federal Ministry of Abuja. You see, wherever they go, Fulani, wherever Fulani. Even though they don't go to school or they fail the school, but they ignore the people that came out to first class and give the job to ignorant because they are Fulani. Then you are telling me that Nigeria is one. Nigeria is one in your mother's kitchen. It's not in my face. Nigeria is divided. They have told us Nigeria belongs to them. When are we going to understand? And when are we going to stand up? Okay, Nigeria is not for us. Okay, let's prepare ourselves and go. But you don't come out to help your people. You have the money, only you have the money. If care is taken, you can go and use all your money to build your mighty house in the top of water without hurting your people. This is a very important time in our life that we need you, those rich people in our nation. I'm talking of Biafra right now. We need you. If you are hiding, how long are you going to hide? Because they will find you. They will find you when they come. You know, don't think it's only for minority. Those who cannot defend themselves, they know.
If I come, they say they want to do it. They found one, they say he's the chief of Israel and Zimbabwe somewhere. Yes. They found him and they killed him and killed his driver. So they're not only looking for IPOB members anymore, they kill all of us.
I saw that because it doesn't make any sense. You have all the money, you're going to say now, you can see anonymous. You don't want people to know you. We welcome that very well. We do. Do something. I'm just calling you prominent men and women, rich people in the land. We know you, all of you. But how long will you hide? How long will you keep quiet? So your people be whitewashed. They are coming for you and calling for your family. If they don't kill you right away, they will take you. And the ransom they're gonna pay, and you're gonna go bankrupt, whatever you are doing. It's even better for you to help our struggle right now. Because our struggle, we wanna move forward, we wanna do this once and for all, and get our motherland restored. We do not, you know what happened in Nigeria, that Fulani hate everybody. We don't hate nobody. They hated us first. They want to kill us. They want to take our properties. Everything belongs to us. They want to take our land. The only thing we hate, we Biafrans, I in particular, the only thing I hate is the killings of innocent people. They forcing people to convert them in the other religion. The terrorist atrocities going on in my land, in motherland. These are all the things we hate. We don't hate a human being. We don't hate you because you are Islam or because you are Fulani. You are the one who hated us first. Then, what do you want us to do? We hate you. If you think, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. We hate you really. We do not need your Islamization agenda. Nigeria, we don't need it. We must not say, you should not force people to enter other religion or to convert to another religion. This country called Nigeria, my brothers, my sisters, it is very complicated. As a lot of things are happening underground. We must be very careful and watch Nigeria and make sure we secure our motherland before it is too late. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sister Cecilia, I have a different question for you. Do you know that checkpoints have returned to Biafra land? What are we going to do about this checkpoint? Because that's another thing. If you're a disciple of Mazi Kanu, you know that Mazi Kanu said categorically, no checkpoint in Biafra. What are we going to do? And why is it back? Mazi Kanu, that was on the 26th of February this year. He gave that definite proclamation. No more checkpoints in Biafra. No more checkpoints in Biafra. Whether it be in the large cities, whether it be in the small village, whether it be on the main road, whether it be on the smaller roads, wherever it is, no more checkpoints. Because we've had so many sad experiences from checkpoints. What do they do in this checkpoint? You go to checkpoint, you see a very tall person like a Godo man. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't understand the language. All he has is carrying a gun. And he's intimidating passengers. He's intimidating the drivers. He's intimidating the people around that area. And through this intimidation, before you know it, people are kidnapped. People are singled out. Our people are being killed. They extort money from the drivers. Imagine a driver who doesn't make up to maybe about $5,000 a day, or 5,000 naira a day. And there a policeman is asking him to give him 10,000 naira. Giving him 5,000 naira. Where will he get this money? They use this checkpoint as a point of extortion from our people. They use it as a point of kidnapping. Most often they see these young people in the car. They see these young people traveling from one place to the other. Maybe because they are wearing a fine shirt. Maybe because they have a good cell phone. Maybe because they have a beautiful hand luggage. That one is gone. Just because they stopped at a checkpoint. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, foresaw all these atrocities happening to our people. And this was why he ordered and said there should be no more checkpoints in Biafra land. And it looked like at a point it's quietened a little bit. But I now hear they are coming back. Biafrans, we have to shine our eyes. These people do not mean good for us. They are coming to kill us. They are coming to abduct our young people. They are coming to extort money from our people. And I remember at that time in February, when our onion stopped this checkpoint business, some policemen came out. They were crying. Oh, that's how we take care of our family. That's how we get. Who told you can extort from our people to maintain your family? Aren't you being paid for the job you do? You receive a salary. You get money for the job you do. So coming to extort our people is not a means for you to feed your family. They too, from whom you are extorting, they have families they have to feed. You cannot be robbing Peter to pay Paul. You cannot. And this was why he stopped this checkpoint business. And now I hear they are coming back. So I'm calling on our Biafran youth. I'm calling on our Biafran young women. I'm calling on everybody, the drivers, the traders. I'm calling on the bus drivers, the HR passengers, the people of the land. I'm calling on you. Do not let them install this checkpoint because they are not checking anything. They are not checking. When the Fulani will bring arms, they will drive through that checkpoint
and go to kill our people. Yes, they say they have checkpoints. What are they checking? Their only objective is to impoverish our people. Their only objective is to make sure they kill our people. Their only objective is to make sure that our people are put in a state of penury, in a state where they cannot feed their families, in a state where they cannot help themselves. A driver will come with all his particulars, and they are standing there asking them, show me your particular, show me your particular. What kind of particular are you looking for? And then they will give you bribes, and then you will let them go. But when the Fulani are coming in with their ammunition, there are no checkpoints. They drive through those checkpoints, and they bring in ammunition to us, our people. So my fellow Biafrans, I am reminding us again today that our Onyendu had ordered that there be no checkpoints in Biafra land. In the whole of Biafra land, there be no checkpoints. So if you see in your community, if you see something like checkpoints in your community, you need to rally round it and make sure that checkpoint is dismantled. You need to chase them. You need to drive them away from your community. We don't need those checkpoints because those checkpoints are death traps for us. Those checkpoints are points of extortion for our people. Those checkpoints are points of impoverishment in our land. We cannot allow those things, those checkpoints to appear again. So I am appealing to all of you. Whatever position you have in your community, open your eyes. Open your eyes, like that people say, shine your eyes and make sure that this checkpoint no longer exists in the land of Biafra. We've had enough of this, their foolishness. We've had enough of their killing. We've had enough of their stealing from us. They have stolen our mineral resources. Now with checkpoints, they want to steal even the little money we have. We cannot allow them. We cannot. They should go to the north. That's where they need all those checkpoints. Look at all the kidnappings, all the killings of young school children, all the kidnappings, all the ransom they are demanding. That's where they should go and mount those checkpoints, not in Biafra land. So my people, I encourage you today, as a mother of children, I am begging you, do not let our children be kidnapped at this checkpoint. Do not let them extort money from our people. Do not let them steal from us. They finished taking our oil. Now they want also to come and take even the little cash we have. We cannot let them. We have to defend our land. We have to defend ourselves. We have to stand tall and to stand united against all these forces of darkness coming into our land. Biafrans, open your eyes. We cannot sleep. We have to be awake and we have to control what comes in and what goes out of our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Biafrans, we want to remind you, lovers of freedom, we want to remind you that they brought their Boko Haram military and police because their Buhari imposter was coming. He's gone. They should go with him. Every one of them from our roots. Resist the devil and they shall flee. Resist the people, my brothers and sisters in Biafra. Resist them, they will flee. Thus the word is enough, the wise. Sister Kanu, please call on our Christian brothers and organizations back home to help us preach this no-cow meat gospel that we want to reach everybody in Biafra land. Please help us.
Yeah, my sister, before I go there, let me add something on the boycott, please.
Yes.
Yes, now, please, my people, Biafrans, especially our people back home, we need to follow our leaders' instruction. This is how we can arrive to our destination. Because if we allow the checkpoint again to come to our land, it's not helping all of you. And many of our people who depend on keke riding and taxi a bicycle and make their own life. Because if we follow our leader's instruction, we are going to make it. You ask me, why is it only in Biafra land, all these checkpoints every kilometer? It should stop. Let us do our best and make sure we follow the direction of our leader. Okay, now.
Thank you.
Yes. We are talking about the Christian. What was your question? I'm sorry.
The question is that the Christians in the past has helped kind of like stop this all-night vigil in our land, so that the people who go to the vigil are kept safe, and there is no crime, there is no trouble when people die, and they have kind of curtailed that. I even know from experience that Catholic Women's Organization has prohibited the killing of cows and stuff and giving them a whole lot of food when they go to funerals. They only ask for pure water, and they ask for, I think, cabin biscuit or something. And they eat it, and they bury the dead, and they leave. This time, and it has stopped. Our people have learned that, and they're doing that. They're practicing those things. This time, we want to encourage Christians to help us, the Christian organizations to help us, the Christian mothers, the Christian fathers, to help us teach no more cows being used for funerals or for celebrations in Biafra land. Because if they start that tradition, like they have started other traditions that have taken hold, we think if they start the tradition from Christians and Christian organizations, that it will also take hold in Biafra land, that no cows are used to celebrate, because the cows are what they are using to colonize us. If we stop buying their cows, they go away. At least physically, they go away.
Okay, my sister. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, you know what? All of us is that, let's say, in Biafra land, in motherland, we know what you are going through because of cow. Because of cow. Cow now that they value more than human beings is very shameful. And we have been talking about this cow. And our leader also mentioned about this cow. You guys got this cow and say people in Biafra land are still eating it. Today, since we know the power of the church in our motherland, in Biafra land, we know how the people follow their pastors, both in Catholic Church, in ordinary churches that is all over our motherland. We are calling each of these leaders, starting from the Reverend Fathers in the Catholic churches, I didn't say church, churches, all other types of churches in Biafra land, especially. I don't care what happened in Nigeria. We have many of these churches. And what is these churches doing for us? If you haven't done anything for Biafra restoration, please do us a favor. As from today, we are asking you in your church to preach that all your church members, even the village where you belong, the town where you belong, should, as from today, stop eating cow meat. Stop promoting Fulani business. Catholic priests, bishops, if you haven't done anything for us to help us restore Biafra, this is your job. If you do this, and the people understand, and follow this instruction, we have done a lot in the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. Because cow meat have done a lot of things. Not only the meat, cow itself has gone back to our people, destroying farmlands, killing people. They are killing our people because of a cow. They are killing human beings. Not even one. They are killing many people because of a farm, because of a cow. Somebody who has nothing, who is struggling to live a life, will prepare to farm. And after that, you see that the crops are growing, flourishing well. The next thing you see a cow. They take their cow to destroy the farm. How do you think that woman will, or man will feel? Because they don't care. They don't want us to survive. They want not all of us to die. They are killing us immensely. And they are using their cow to Fulanize us, to Islamize us. How can we put our mouth to say this so that people can understand? We have talked it, we have said it, we have shouted, but today I believe that these leaders in the churches, in the women group, in the all sorts of organizations in Nigeria, preventing Fulani from raping people, we have a lot of them. Do us a favor. Preach the boycott of cow in Biafra land. We don't need a cow in Biafra land. We don't need cows in Biafra land. And we don't need this Fulani. When people cease eating cow meat, Fulani will not have nobody to sell their cows. And their business will go down. That's what we are praying for. And when their business go down, they will carry their cows and go to their mother or fatherland, wherever they come from, so that they will buy it. Please, our people, do yourself a favor. Biafran people back home, do yourself a favor and boycott cow meat. Please, those listening to us that listen to Radio Biafra, please spread the news. And why we are calling the church leaders today, we know that it will be more effective if they will put their mouth in this issue. And they are obligated to their members that whoever buy or eat or promote Fulani cows will pay a certain fine. We depend on all of you. Not only one group will bring this Biafra. In any way you do it, you say me, I'm just asking, I'm just begging. I'm not obligating you guys to do this. But if it is the right thing, I think you have to do it. If you see it's not the right thing, you can ignore it. But the best thing is for you to preach this to your people. I think the people will understand. Because I believe that most families have been affected by cow issue. You will see somebody, going on the way, even a cow, we push the person to fall. What type of a country is this? I don't think this is happening in the north. It's only happening in our own motherland. Why? Because the one Islamizes us, not the one that Islamizes us and colonizing us, and it's working for them. So why can't the leaders of any organization in the motherland and the churches, leaders, those who can speak out, why can't they speak out? Why can't they speak out? Enough is enough. We have gone through enough because of this cow. This cow, boycotting cow meat in Biafra land, are equivalent of sitting at home on Monday or Tuesday and whenever you want to see. You see how effective your sitting at home is will be the same effective of boycotting Fulani cow that is disturbing us, bothering us. They know that when we continue buying and eating their cow, means that we want them to stay. We want them to continue to rise in us. But when we say you look at them, you go, and they see that your mentality has been changed about them, then we understand that these people are serious. Hey, I'm just calling the leaders, Catholic Church, whatever church, I don't know other churches, I'm a Catholic church, don't know whatever churches, please do what you're supposed to do. It's better than preaching other things of Biafra to come to us tomorrow. Let your people boycott eating cow meat, buying it, or promoting the business of our enemies. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Very, very important to remember that we're promoting their business if we're buying them, buying those cows. Those cows eat up our corns, they eat up our beans, they eat up our yams in the farms. Then we go back and buy them to dairy people, to celebrate marriages. Let's boycott the cows. That is another form of protest. That's taking it to a different level. We are sitting at home, then we don't buy your cows, then you start feeling how serious we are. So show your seriousness. Show your seriousness by uniting around these protests. It's a failure. So add that to open grazing. How is that a way of subjugation for our people? And please be brief so that we can close out our program this moment. It is a form of subjugation for the open grazing to continue, especially the Fulani administrator in Imo State is saying that we will continue in Imo State. We say no to that. Go ahead, my sister.
Thank you very much. My sister has talked about the boycott of cows, this Fulani cow. I just want to add to that. We know that these Fulanis do not eat these cows. They themselves don't eat it. But they bring it to the south and we buy them. And that is why we are saying, because as they don't eat it, they use these cows for all sorts of rituals. They have sex with these cows. They don't eat them. And then when they bring them, our people buy them. By buying the cows, we are now encouraging them to start thinking of open grazing. We are now encouraging them to bring their cows. We are now encouraging them to establish their grazing routes in our land. And that is what we don't want. By open grazing, it is a way of subjugating our people. They have tried us by killing us with guns, it did not work. They have tried using propaganda, it didn't work. They have tried bribery, it didn't work. They have tried stabbing us, it didn't work. Now they are thinking of killing us with their cows. We know there is a video that went viral the other time, a family of 7 that ate suya, and they finished eating it, and everyone in that family died. My beloved Biafrans, that thing we are talking about is very, very serious. Some of you do burial ceremonies, you want to use cows. You can also use an alternative. We have the goats bred by Igbos. You can use those goats. We have been using cows for chieftaincy programs.
you can also use alternatives. We use them for traditional marriage. You can find an alternative. And I know when we establish these alternatives in our land, it will be better for us. Our people will have business. Our people will sell their goods and their own sheep. They will sell them and they will make money. Instead of us supporting these Fulani, buying their cows, and then we give them all this money, then they use it to go buy arms, and they come back to kill us. We have to be wise, my people. Now, talking about open grazing, it's wonderful that other states like Lagos, like the Lagos state and the Middle Belt area, are now talking about not having open grazing areas in their state. The other time, the Southern governors met in Asaba, and they were all against this open grazing. And we applauded them. That was nice. But I think they have to come back and ask some and push a little more. They have to come back and enforce it. They were supposed to enforce it 1st of September. Only Lagos State enforced it. Our people in Biafra, these so-called governors, you have to, when you make a decision, your decision has to stand. You have to enforce it. And I hear Hope Uzodinma went back. He did not attend the meeting in Asaba. Neither did he attend the one in Lagos. But now he went back to go tell whoever he told that there is there's no open grazing law in Imo State. Mr. Governor, we are telling you, the people, democracy is the government of the people. We, the people, are telling you, there is a no, and we are all opposed to open grazing in our land. We are opposed to open grazing in our land because it has not done us well, and it's not going to do us well. You talk about open grazing. You see cows all over the place, eating up people's crops in their farms. And the people who own the farm cannot even say a word. If they talk, they are killed. If they talk, they are targeted. If they talk, they are dismembered. We've had this experience in the past. We have had sad experiences from this open grazing. And this is why we say no to open grazing. So you have to go back and tell your masters, whoever they are, may I see Allah, you are the ones with this grazing, craziness of grazing, open grazing. We are telling you no, it's not going to happen. The whole of Biafra, there is no grazing land for you. Like my sister has said, grazing is your private business. You cannot come from wherever you come and you come and put your burden on us so that we can bear. No, we are not going to do that. We are not going to tolerate that. No open grazing in Biafra land. You all in Zamfara, you have gold. Have you seen somebody from Biafra going to Zamfara to go dig some gold? You will kill that person overnight. You think the gold is just for you. But when it comes to grazing land, you want to use the whole of the south as your grazing land. Who told you can do that? You cannot. It is your private business. And because it is your private business, you have to go look for a piece of land you can buy and use as your grazing land. Some of you go to Dubai. You know that Dubai was built in a desert area. They have done everything possible to make Dubai a habitable place. Why can't you all use your northern Nigeria since you want to graze cows? Since cows are better than people, since you want open grazing, you have so much land over there.
Go and look for water. You have the Chad Basin. Conduct water from Chad Basin and irrigate your land so that you can have grass for your cows. We don't have grazing land in Biafra. We do not have grazing land in Biafra land for you. So we are saying to you, Mieti Allah, and all of you who are these herdsmen, who own these cows, take them back to your north. Do whatever you can. Get water, moisturize your land, make the grass grow over there, and you use it as your grazing land. You can have open grazing land everywhere you want in the north. That's what you want. You can have it over there. But our land in Biafra land, there is no open grazing land for you. If you have not heard, I am saying it again. There is no open grazing land in Biafra land. There is none. There is none. And I like what they are doing in Lagos State. That when they see people, these herdsmen, that they will imprison them for 21 years. I think that's what all of you need. All of you need to be imprisoned so that you will understand that there is no open very much in Biafra land. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, my sister. We're so way over our time, and I know Mazi Alozie is anxious to come back because he hasn't had any time this morning. So we are making it clear, no open grazing in Biafra, no grazing rights in Biafra. And teamwork, Biafrans, teamwork. United, we work together, we push ahead. No election in Biafra land. No election in Biafra land. We want a referendum. Thank you.
I know I hope it's better for sure. One day we must be free. Elohim, yeah, we told us to go. Biafra is guaranteed. God, people around the world, pray for peace to reign, pray for peace to reign. Father, mother everywhere, pray for peace to reign. I got to say, I got to say, I got you man, I got you water. I got to say, I got to say, I got you man, I got you water.
Yeah, let me see. Yes, for one reason, the power went off, so I'm gonna get it back on. Thank you, Dr. Tina and co. The line shut off, the phone shut off, so that's why you were cut off. So let me see what I can do for those that are calling in. If you can't call in on that line, then we call it the day because it's almost time anyway. We had quite some run on the analysis before, so that's the way it is. All these things we are saying, we say them, but at the same token, we must learn to apply what we say. Let's say if it's in educational standards, a theoretical side of it, and then the practical side of it, we have to apply that. Dr. Tina, I apologize. The line and the phone went off at the same time, so that's why I didn't respond to you. So I thank you all for your nice program. If you have time, you can call in 484-756. Well, 484-767. There you go. 484-767-0848. 484-767-0848. Yes, Dr. Tina, welcome.
We're done.
Yes, I know. Yeah, your line went off. Go ahead, finish here.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the line went off, and then I was trying to reconnect, and you all had already left. So thank you very much for the program, and we'll see you all again on Saturday. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Mazi Alozie, they hear me, sir.
Yeah, they hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Mazi Alozie, they hear you. I'm better to phone them because I'm not going to. Yes, Mazi Alozie, on life for I where I need to start them alone. Mazi Alozie, on life for I where I need to go to start them alone. We are not apologizing about it. Anything has to be by help. If they want to call us madman, let them call us thunder. Mazi Alozie, Biafrans. To go to Canada, I'm not keeping anybody to do it. And then it's when never come. I want to watch that. To go to Canada, I'm doing it. And then because on a hook and I am on the walk come with a rock. And I am an off I will go to. On a hook and I want one. How can you make a send the Catano to go to Canada? I'm doing it. Oh, why need another Biafra? Mandata Mandu, all of our days. I put on to this chapter 8. Oh, look, I thought they are very, very well. From verse 1, every verse where they are important. Oh, one of these are up on the zero. I can't maybe put in a getting offended. Up on the game, Jemma, who I never be shimmed up on the game. She can. I soon as couple of them. Let the ticket, let the quick out of them big air. I couldn't Ezekiel chapter 20, Ezekiel chapter 20. He is the creator of the creation. And we are not Fulani danger way. Fulani, when I say our leader, tell them Nnamdi Kanu. If we see any dot on his body, that is the act Fulani is. We know the joke. We know the same. All the governors in Biafra are saying, Biafra came and I repeat the maybe. Biafra so far the governors are you. Up and then I want to find out my comedy about and that was how to know them about to blame the lab. But that kind of all you get at the ticket, but they will tell the governor and they will hack it out like I. They are more than wicked. More than the major people. You will give them money to take care of their people. They will take the money to the hotel you go. Can I know what else is there? Then I could tell why. Hey, tell them the finance section. You know, in our company. But they don't plan like the worst terrorists on this planet. When I don't see them, make a show bring our see, not chicken with them. You know, my mind is at the road. All of the but W to make up and I want to away with. Job as a woman. You let them show that man away. And I apologize. You put the cat on like the bar. Get them on, better ticket. Come on, pull out the prayer for like I can't cap on the why. I will put up the prayer. And I'm up to find out the Zara. Definitely, you get them in it. Let's get the baby up on that. You put the cat there. You can do 10 months of that. Then I get up with a picture of it today. Let's go to me. One time, you know, how to keep my love for you. Like, Lodi, now for. Now for, yeah. Not on the day.
They were. You all look good.
I heard the radio, so I
Good morning. You're back on the radio.
No, we're off.
Yeah, I know. I commented on it. The line shut off, so I couldn't respond to you.
Are you connecting me here now?
Yeah, you're live. So I thought you were making another comment.
No.
Okay. I know you were off, and I couldn't respond to you when you were speaking. So because the line cut off.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the program. I'll see you all next week.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is where we'll be ending the program. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. Tomorrow, now waiting the happen. Now waiting the happen tomorrow. My people. There we go now. We go see. We can talk. We can say everything we want to say. Like I was saying, on the theoretical part of it, we have been summoning, saying, and the practical aspect of it is applying what we are saying. Applying it. No voting, no election. Apply it. Your action will dictate what happens. You cannot be saying and at the same time you're campaigning. You are running behind the swindlers, those that are holding you hostage with politics. Where are they going with these, their political activities? Absolutely nowhere. Just to your grave. You contributed to it because you participated in your doom. You contributed to your death. So, our people, you have a nice day. You be good. You be good.